recruit? Put some shoulder into it. Honestly, I don't know why I agreed to this. The ocean is just one giant, unorganized puddle with no sense of decorum. Stop looking at the water! The fish are staring back, and it's frankly very rude. I'm trying to get us to my summer cottage. It's a quaint, little place on the dunes, very civilized, with a floor that stays still. But until we hit the sand, we are essentially floating on a soup of secrets. Why are you looking at me like that? Yes, I brought my own life jacket, and yes, it is lined with dried rosemary. You can never be too careful when the neighbors don't have feet. Welcome back to the Society of Shadows and Snacks. I'm your keeper. Today we open File 4, The Mermaid. We are currently broadcasting from a rowboat of questionable structural integrity, but we are discussing the dwellers of the deep. No recruit, not ones with shells and singing crabs, but the real ones, the ones that look like a dream but taste like a riptide. You know, recruit, humans have been seeing things in the surf since we first learned how to squint. Even Christopher Columbus, a man who couldn't find his own socks without a map, wrote in his log in 1493 that he saw 3 mermaids off the coast of Haiti. He said they were not as beautiful as they were painted. Well, of course not, Chris. They're covered in fish oil and haven't had a decent haircut in 3 centuries. But we must talk about the Sirens. Long before they had tails, they had wings. In the old Greek tales, they were half bird, half woman, perched on islands made of white sand. Except, recruit, the sand wasn't sand. It was the bleach, powdered bones of sailors who forgot how to steer. They don't eat you because they're hungry. They lure you because they are collectors. They want your breath, your story, and eventually your ribcage to use as a harp. And then there's the ningyo from Japan, a giant fish with a human face and a monkey's mouth. If you eat its flesh, you supposedly live for 800 years, but your life becomes a total mess of bad luck and barnacles. Honestly, 800 years of damp hair? I can't think of a worse curse. Some ancient texts even suggest the atavistic shift. Mermaids find people who feel out of place on land and use a frequency to trigger a change. Your skin starts to feel too tight. Your lungs crave the pressure. It's a slow, soggy kidnapping of the soul. That's why I always tell you to keep your coat locked in the closet, recruit. Look at the selkies, creatures that shed their skin to walk on land. You never know who's looking for a new outfit so they can skip out on the tide. If someone smells like low tide and asks to borrow your cardigan, you tell them no, and you tell them loudly, recruit. Let's see what the Society links are reporting from the safety of the shore. Link 112 from Oregon writes, Keeper, I was walking my dog at midnight and I saw a woman standing waist deep in the surf. She was singing, but it didn't sound like singing. It sounded like a dial-up modem trying to recite poetry. When my dog barked, she didn't run. She just folded into the water, no splash, just gone. Oh, honey, that's not a mermaid. That's a class 4 vertebrae anomaly. She didn't have a spine. If you see that again, don't bark at her. Just throw a handful of dry flour into the water. It ruins their folding physics. Terrible posture, that is. Link 909 from the UK writes, Found a scale on the pier today. It looks like mother of pearl, but it's warm to the touch, and it smells like a thunderstorm. A storm scale? Put it down right now. I hope they threw it back. A scale is a tracking device, recruit. It's like Find My iPhone, but for creatures that want your jewelry. If you keep that on your mantle, don't be surprised if the local plumbing starts reciting poetry at 3 a.m. Bury it in a pot of marigolds. The smell of dirt confuses the sea folk. Land. Solid, predictable, dusty land. Welcome to the cottage, recruit. Mind the driftwood. I'm using it to ward off the sand fleas. I've got the oven preheated. Today we're making sea salt focaccia. To fight a song that pulls you out to sea, you need a snack that weighs 10 pounds in your soul. We're poking deep holes in this dough. Think of them as anchor points. Okay, recruit, let's do the ritual of the iron anchor. Grab a piece of the warm bread. Now, take your other hand and grab the leg of the heavy kitchen table. Hold it like it's the only thing keeping the earth from spinning away. Repeat after me. The tide may rise, the song may call, but salt and stone shall build my wall. My feet are dirt, my heart is fire. I'm higher than the sea folks choir. Now, take a big salty bite. Hear that crunch? That's the sound of the horizon staying exactly where it belongs. Far, far away from my foyer. Sibum est tutela. You've done well, recruit. You didn't even try to jump overboard when the dolphin winked at you. Go home. Stay away from the bathtub tonight. Maybe just a sponge bath with some bottled water. Because next week we are dealing with a neighbor who isn't interested in your swimming skills. We are talking about the rake. It's a creature so pale and spindly, it looks like a piece of pulled taffy gone horribly wrong. It likes to sit at the foot of the bed and watch you breathe. Honestly, the lack of personal space in the cryptid community is a total scandal. I'll be sharpening my knitting needles. Goodbye, my dear recruit. Take this bag of seashells on your way out, but don't put them to your ear. They aren't playing the sound of the ocean. They're eavesdropping.